Hello everyone, I hope everyone's doing well. This is Sophie World, and today I want to talk about the differences in men and women when it comes to dating and relationships, and generally how we are as men and women. And I'm only talking from a perspective of a relationship and dating dynamic between straight couples and biological men and biological women. I can't speak for same-sex couples or couples that are like trans, because I don't understand from that perspective, so I cannot be ignorant and talk about things that I don't know and I don't understand, if that makes sense. But generally this is from a perspective from a natural, like biological female, a straight woman. And I personally feel as if in this day and age, a lot of relationships fail and the whole dating scene because of what society teaches us and what society says. And what I mean is that men and women think differently, and that's a fact. We're equal, but we're different, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I'm all for equality, and for women, I support, the idea of women either staying at home and being a housewife, or women working. It's up to them. I don't believe that whatever one woman chooses is better than the other, and I don't feel as if women that are like stay-at-home mums and wives, I don't think they should be perceived as being lesser than if they choose to have a more traditional role. I don't think it should be judged, ridiculed or mocked in any way. But men and women are different. Men are more physical, like physically stronger, whereas we're more flexible, and that's all down to biology and the way we are. We are more emotionally attuned and we go by our emotions, whereas men are more practical and they go by logic. And there's nothing wrong with either. But we have to understand the difference between the two. And when it comes to the dating scene these days, we go against nature in the sense that men are programmed to be chasers and to pursue, and we women are the choosers. We either are receptive or we're not, depending if we want that person to be our date, our potential mate, our potential partner. We choose, men pursue, men chase, we choose. And society today has been teaching people to go against what is within us in terms of nature and our own biology. And this is why a lot of courtships and relationships aren't working out either, because more women are becoming like men in regards to how they're acting, and men are acting more like women. And it's what I'm trying to say without offending people is that it's one of the reasons as to why a lot of relationships and the whole dating dynamic doesn't work out, and why people feel more conflicted and unhappy, because society has taught us to act a certain way that goes against our nature. And if you observe nature and you observe like wildlife, for instance, animals have relationships with their mate, and they often have a mate for life, that one mate. And penguins, like the male penguin, if he wants to receive the love and affection for a potential female penguin, a potential suitor, he would try and get a big stone to present to her. And then she decides whether or not she accepts that or not. And what I'm saying is, if that happens in nature between the two genders, and you look at how men and women think and how we are naturally, why are we going against that? I would like to know what people's thoughts and opinions are, because a lot of things have changed in society. Men provide and protect, women nurture and look after, and that's the role between a man and a woman in regards to their significant other, their spouses, their partners, and towards their children. And each role is important and equally valid. So that's the difference between men and women, and how it's always been, and how it should always remain, really, in some ways. So thank you for listening.